So, as you can see, we are getting cropped up and ready to go here. Yeah, Dude has wonderfully offered to track for us tonight. As you can see, all the important items are being tracked. As are I don't know if this tracker keeps track of the intermediate items. We'll see as we go. All right, so as you can see, Lavkin and Ryusation have picked off their names. Lavkin is using small f, while Ryu is using a capital Z. The difference in the names affects the builds that these two runners use. Little f is strength agility build. So at commensurate levels, Lavkin will have more agility than Ryu. Ryu has a strength HP build, so he'll have greater strength. So that'll all come into play when we get into Sherlock and into the Dragon Lord fight. Higher agility means a better chance to run from enemies in Sherlock. Higher HP damage you can take once you get to the Dragon Lord. So we'll see if either one of these builds is better than the other as the seed goes on. Oftentimes, it can be a real toss-up as to whether or not the names actually matter. Sometimes the randomized HP growth and agility growth, they wind up being so close that it doesn't really matter. Other times there's a stark, drastic difference between the two, and it also depends on the type of seed. So we'll see. Mercurus, agility does help you dodge an attack to some extent, but agility here in Dragon Warrior also plays a big role in defense. So a higher agility will give you a higher natural defense. So, right, exactly, yes, exactly, Mercurus. They will take less damage from an attack. All right, our runners have been given the go-ahead to go in IRC, so now we're just waiting the obligatory 10 seconds, and of course the always present Twitch delay, and then we will be off and running. So the first thing we're looking for here is what three items are they going to get out of the throne room here? Ideally, what our runners are looking for here is either an extra magic key, or they're starting with the return spell. So either one of those would be wonderful. So that way they can either get more keys with gold, or they can check out the treasury down in Tangiel Castle. It looks like we have Link on Ryu's side, and it looks like we have the Dragon Warrior 4 heroine on Lavkin's side, as far as sprites go. Silver Harp immediately found in the throne room. So that is one of our key items that they need to find. And they do have returns, so they do not have to use their magical key. So that's awesome. So now I would imagine, given that they had gold in their first chest, they're going to go buy some more keys from the key seller in Tangiel Castle and then check out the treasury. Yep, and that Ryu's going to save, it looks like, before he does this, which not necessarily a bad plan. And magic keys are going to cost 85 gold, so looks like Lavkin will be able to get 4 or 5, which is just fine for this. Darkfalls, to answer your question, how long do Dragon Warrior runs last usually on average? I'd say, given that this is standard mode, I'd say 75 to 90 minutes, probably closer to 90. Alright, so what do we have here in the treasure? We have gold. We have gold. We have an herb. And we have wings. So, a gold grind will be possible later in the seed, and I will bring that up as we get to it. Meanwhile, Ryu's going to go. They're both going to go check the basement here in Tangier. Let's see what we have. We have what is called affectionately the Jerk Cave. That is the cave where you will get the rainbow drop once you have the Staff of Rain, the Stones of Sunlight, and Erdrick's token. Epic Finger Paint. So the big difference between Chaos Randomizers and Standard Randomizers is that the normal experience and their normal HP, and items cost the normal cost. I didn't want to use the same word there, but oh well. That's really the two major differences between Chaos Mode and Standard Mode. So, as you can see, Ryu and Lavkian are both, going up and down near the castle. Okay, this is Zone 1. In Zone 1, I believe the strongest enemy that you're going to run across is a scorpion, so they will be able to grind their first levels right here outside Charlotte Castle. So I didn't check either one of their starting stats, but it looks like they rolled really low on strength. And it looks like the ghost is actually taking Lavkian down, so that tells me that really low strength roll. Ryu getting a red slime, so if he gets 2 more experience, he will hit his first level. So that's a red slime or 2 regular slimes. Oh, here's a magician. Oh, Lavkian has wandered out of Zone 1 and gets the Warlock, which is a later game enemy, which is something you don't want to see. So it looks like Tantagel Castle is at the eastern end of what we call Zone 0, where the easier enemies lie. And it looks like Ryu is going to get his first level here. He's going to advance to level 2. Let's see what we get. 13 power. That's an awesome power. Nice speed. And a new spell. The new spell they have learned is... Alright. That just blows the door off of this seed. Wolfman. The noodle enemies are slimes, red slimes, ghosts. All of their base stats are unrandomized. So... yeah, no. And all of their base resistances are non-randomized. So the noodles really are the slimes, the ghosts, the magicians, the scorpions. I'm a little surprised Ryu doesn't try to kind of go outside this zone here to try to maybe find a stronger enemy that he can use Hurt More on, and goes back and refills his MP. Lavkian now getting his level 2, and he will have Hurt More. It looks like a magician's is Ryu gonna, yep, Ryu gets the magician before the magician gets him. And that will give him level 3. Let's see what we have in there in level 3. No power. That's a rather empty level. Where's empty at when you need him? And Lavkian goes up to level 3. Near Earth, this is indeed a race. Both of these racers are playing the same seed, and they are racing to see who can finish it first. And these races usually take about 90 minutes, give or take. Now, given that they have Hurt More so early, this might be a little quicker than a 90-minute seed. Alright, so Ryu is starting to move away a little bit from the Zone Zero. He's going to get a little bit away from the castle. See if he can't find a town to buy some equipment in. Drakian Lavkin side's always a good thing. That gives a nice, quick, and easy 3 experience. Okay, Ryu not stepping foot in that desert. The reason why is deserts have increased encounter rates, and that is not something Ryu wants to deal with right now. Especially considering how he doesn't know what zone that desert might be. Ryu gets the experience to get to level 4. And let's see what we have here. Decent power, decent speed, decent hit points. Hey, that's a good level. You take that level every day of the week. And Lavkian gets a Warlock. And we have a town here on Ryu's side and a cave. And the town that we have here is Coal. Let's see what... Search about 4 steps south of the bath. Rogue Scorpion is a nice thing to hurt more. We have a leather armor and we have a hand axe. So Ryu is certainly going to buy that hand axe. And now he's going to check the spot here. And let's see, what do we have? We have... Armor! Erdrick's armor early. That's awesome. So that is the best armor in the game and one of the most broken armors that exist in the NES system. Why is it so broken? Well, let me explain. Number 1, it has an infinite resistance to stop spell. You cannot be stop spelled with Erdrick's armor. Number 2, any type of barrier, i.e. the damage-causing barriers in Sharlock, in Cantlin, or the swamp tiles in the overworld, will not cause you damage. It also halves the damage you take from hurt and hurt more, and it reduces the damage you take from Dragon's Breath, be it the adult variety or the baby variety, by 1/3. So it's really pretty an amazing piece of armor. Okay, so it looks like we have Lavkin getting sent back to the start here, but he did get level 5, which unfortunately I missed to see if it was any good or not, but it looks like Lavkin is just kind of leveling up a little bit using that Hurt More spell, while Ryu is taking this opportunity to do some exploration, although it looks like Lavkin is now exploring northeast of Tantagel Castle. Alright, so we have a cave here on Ryu's side, and this looks like the Tablet Cave. So, a free item. All you have to do is navigate the maze, and at the bottom of the cave you have an item. Cursed Belt. So that does absolutely nothing in this game other than cursing you and allowing you not to enter Tantagel Castle. Basically, what the Cursed Belt is good for is selling for 150 or 180 gold. That's about its only use. Jiggly St. Erdrick Sword will not be in it. Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind. We found the armor. I got the armor confused. That could have been Erdrick Sword. Absolutely. All right, level 5 here, and it's a solid level for Ryu. Meanwhile, we do have Lavkin finding coal. He will buy his leather armor, which he will regret in about 2 seconds. And Ryu taking down a wolf. And there's Erdrick's armor for Lavkin. He's like, buy that leather armor. Meanwhile, Ryu taking down a Drakima with his hand axe. All right, Lavkin is going to make his way into the Tablet Cave. All right, now Ryu is searching north of Tantagel Castle, northeast. And let's see what we have here. Oh, there's another town up there. Let's see which town this is. Lavkin finding Hawksness. So given that Lavkin has hurt more, he's absolutely going to check out this boss spot, and he's going to hope and pray that it's an Axe Knight. His accents usually go down in 1 hurt more, 2 tops. And we have level 6 here for Lavkian. Nice agility boost. And on Ryu's side, we have Rimmeldar, Keytown. So he's going to get a free chest here from behind the 2 doors. And Lavkian gets a blue dragon. All right, so blue dragons are 50-50 hurt more shots. So let's see what we get here. Hurt more 1 hits. And that does not do enough for the blue dragon. And the blue dragon gets him down before Lavkian can get in another hurt more. And I missed what was in the Rimmeldar chest while that was going on. Amazing Toaster reporting that was gold in the Rimmeldar chest. Thank you, Toaster. Alright, so Lavkian is also kind of exploring now east, or west, it looks like, and south a little bit of Tantegel Castle. Are you going to go pick up more keys? And we have our first appearance of the Armored Knights, who have baby breath. And just north of Rimmeldar, we do have Charlotte Castle, so that'll be nice. Ooh, and Lavkian gets it down, and he's up to level 7. What do we have here? Nothing fantastic except a new spell, and we have Repel, it looks like, is the new spell. Anyways, as I was saying, with Charlotte being just north of Rimmeldar, that'll be really nice toward the end game, so you can grind in Charlotte and then just hop back into a town to, reclaim your HP and magic. In the Vanilla Stones of Sunlight Cave, Lavkian finds a torch. So something also to consider in this version of the randomizer is the fact that the Swamp Cave can connect 2 separate continents, and frequently does. So we'll see if the Swamp Cave is actually required in this, or if it's a 1 continent, or if it's a more common 2-continent system. Hurtmore taking down a green dragon on Lavkian's side. Getting him to level 8. Very solid level there, but no spells again. Lavkian getting bombarded by rogue scorpions here. Ryu still checking out the overworld. Looks like a Star Wyvern has Ryu on the ropes, but, timed Hurtmore takes care of that Star Wyvern. Yes, Meridian, the different scorpions do indeed face different directions. Lavkian throwing up the wings and heading back to Tantegel Castle. It looks like he is going now the same way Ryu did a little bit ago, and we'll find Rimmeldar. Oh, nope, he's making a right-hand turn at Albuquerque. Ryu engaging hand-to-hand combat with the wolf and takes him down. Lavkian going south of Tantegel and finding a town. Let's see which town this is, and we have... Oh, that's Cole again. Looked different when they approached it from the left. Alright, Lavkian does pick up his hand axe. Yay! Ryu taking care of a Magiwyvern, and that should get him to level 8. So level 8 is a nice solid level. Hey, it happens, Toaster. I'm getting old. I forget where things are. And they look completely different coming from the north as opposed to coming from the west. Lavkian doing some more exploration here. They're both doing some exploration. So, Just a reminder, this is the Randomania Marathon, and you are watching Dragon Warrior 1 Randomizer Standard Mode, authored by McGrew. And a green dragon takes out Lavkian, and a stone man takes out Ryu. We have synced deaths. So they're each roughly in the 250-300 experience range from hitting their next level, which I believe will be level 9. Another green dragon here for Lavkian, takes him down easy peasy. Ryu now exploring kind of southwest of Tantachil Castle. Near Earth, the COD counter. COD refers to a saying in Dragon Warrior 2, where if you die, Ryu finds the Torch of Sunlight. In Dragon Warrior 2, the dude that revives you from being dead briefly mentions, thou art cold as a cod. So we call it the COD counter. And we have level 9 on Lavkian's side. 6 power. That's another solid level and a new spell. And what do we have here? We have Hurt. Thank you, Zarnax, with the absolute word-for-word transcription of what the dude says. Jiggly saying we are on COD, I believe, 10-ish. Lavkian finding Brimildar. And get the gold out of his chest. Ooh, Spectres with sleep. That's a bit rude. At least Spectres don't hit hard. Alright, so Ryu is going to head into the monster spot here, the boss spot where there is a blue dragon. Blue dragons will be great to grind on later, but can he kill the blue dragon right now? There's his first heal more, or hurt more, I should say. Second hurt more, misses. Will he stay alive throughout another attack? He does. Alright, another hurt more. Hits him. Alright, let's see what we have here underneath the mini-boss in Hawk's Nest. We have, well, first level 9. Erdrick's Token, that is one of our key items. So the only thing now we are looking for is the Stones of Sunlight, and that will be in a treasure chest. So Ryu now knows if he finds the town of Cantlin that the coordinates, if there are any, will lead to the fairy flute. Lavkian lighting up a torch and finds what I believe to be the mountain cave. Oh wait, nope, never mind, this is the grave. And there are our Stones of Sunlight. So, of course, we are still looking for the Erdrick Sword Fighter's Ring. That's a nice item that will increase your attack power by 2. Okay, Lavkian now going down to explore the depths of the grave. And Lafkian defeats a green dragon. At Firelight, the flute can be in a chest now. As of the most recent version, the flute can be in a chest. Ooh, Stonemen have sleep. That's rude. And the Stoneman pretty much slaps you all the way back to the throne room. Knight for Lavgian. And what do we have here? We have the magic key. So, the only other thing Lavkian now could possibly find here in the basement of the grave would be Erdrick's sword. But we'll see if it's here or if it's not. Still have plenty of places to find that sword. It could be in Garenham. It could be in the grave of Garenham. Or it still could be in Charlock. Lavkian taking down an Axe Knight nicely. Ryu going hand-to-hand combat against this wizard. Then decides, nah, hurt more. Oh wait, this isn't chaos mode. Hurt more doesn't work against wizards all the time. Whoops. Lavkian about to find the chest here at the bottom of the grave. And we have, an enemy. We have a Magidraki. An herb. So, at least Lavkian has the outside spell. He will cast outside and return to the overworld map, where he will continue his search for the token, the Staff of Rain Cave, and Erdrick's sword. Ryu getting hit by an Armored Knight, but it looks like he's going to take him out real... Oh, nope, maybe not. Ooh, Armored Knights with heal more. That's rude. My experience increased by 172. And now they're both having Armored Knights, but, yeah, Lavkin's like, nah, screw this. So 23 minutes into the seed, we are rocketing right along. We have both of our runners with Erdrick's armor and a hand axe. We have both of our runners with Hurtmore. Both of our runners have the silver heart that was in the treasury. Ryu has Erdrick's token, which was underneath the mini-boss in Hawk's Nest, which Lavkian tried once and could not kill. It is a blue dragon. Lavkian with the Stones of Sunlight out of the Grave of Garenham. We are still looking for the Mountain Cave. We are still looking for Cantlin. We are still looking for Breckenary. And we are still looking for each end of the Swamp Cave. How drastically can the seed, how can length and difficulty vary based on the seed? Very drastically? Well, I would say there are some things you can do to speed up a seed. You can use fast text, you can use fast spell casting, and you can use very fast experience. And that will probably take your time down an average seed to 75-ish minutes. If you're doing chaos mode, the chaos mode can create 45-minute seeds like we had last night in the chaos mode tournament, or it could create 3-hour seeds that we saw, again, in the chaos tournament. But generally speaking, the gatekeeper for the time on these runs is A, when you get hurt more, B, when you get Erdrick's armor, and C, when you get Erdrick's sword. The quicker you find all three of those items, the quicker the seed is generally going to be. Now, you do get nastier seeds where you have red dragons and armor knights running all over the overworld. Oh, look, right, Ryu's finding a Twin City area. Looks like we're going to have Breckenary and Cantlin pretty much right on top of each other. Oh, and here's, I forgot about Garenham. There's Garenham. Whoops. See, I always forget about one town. Usually I forget about Cole, because Cole just doesn't exist. Actually, in my seeds, it's usually Rimmaldar, but that's beside the point. And level 10 gives, I believe, sleep. And I believe Garanham did have the silver shield over on Ryu's side. Alright, so in the basement here of Garanham is either going to be the mountain cave or one end of the swamp cave. Oh, sword in Garanham. That's nice and easy. Epic fingerpaint. Hit the silver shield here by gold grinding, which I would imagine we'll see our runners do possibly in a little bit. Ryu finding the southern end of the swamp cave and is heading up to the northern end. Little surprise. Oh, he's going to go check out the princess. I'm a little surprised he's going here for the stone man. Meanwhile, we do have Lavkian finding Erdrick's cave, the tablet cave. Okay, so there's the other end of the swamp cave. So let's see what we have over here. Is this going to be kind of a busto continent? Alright, Ryu versus Metal Slime. Lavkian finding Hawksnest and noping out of Hawksnest. Lavkian, go fight that blue dragon. Go fight blue Durgan. Durgan over there. Go fight. So Ryufusation finding a cave here on the second continent, which is more than likely, unless I'm forgetting about another cave, going to be the mountain cave. Alright, and we find a town up here on the second continent as well. Lavkian about to get his Erdrick sword out of the back of Garanham. And we have Cantlin. Yep. Excuse me. Yep, Ryu taking a couple of steps down toward the old man who'll give you the coordinates and realizing, wait, don't need coordinates. Have everything. Yeah, nope. So my guess is he'll probably just look for maybe a shield of some sort from the shops. Looks like he's going to buy a few torches. I didn't catch if he was filled on herbs or not, but I would imagine maybe he'll go or not go. Okay. So now Lavkian is going to go check these coordinates because he does not yet know the location of the token. So, because the only thing left on the overworld is the fairy flute. So if the old man here gives coordinate, that will be the coordinates to the fairy flute. Near Earth, do most of the people in here do these runs themselves? I do runs of Dragon Warrior. I was in the Chaos Mode tournament until I kind of got knocked out by the tie-dyed guy, Grumble. But I see a lot of familiar faces here from not only races, but from watching the races. So I see a lot of familiar faces here. Ryu is now diving through the mountain cave, which we know... Oh, no. 41 north and 12 west. Oh, no. So that's going to be where the fairy flute is, and I would imagine Lavkian's probably going to go there before going back to that blue dragon in Hawk's Nest. That's going to be a time waster. Rubel, why is Link opening treasure chests? He opens treasure chests all the time in Breath of the Wild. I don't know what you're talking about. This is obviously Breath of the Wild. It's just, you know, significantly lower bits. And, well, yeah. Lavkian now also diving in the mountain cave, hoping to find his token, which we know is in Hawk's Nest, and Ryu is driving the mountain cave in the hopes of finding the Stones of Sunlight, which we know is in the Grave of Garanham. And a green dragon sends Ryu Seishin back to the start, which we know is a very good thing for him, especially if he can stumble upon the Grave of Garanham. And now he's going to set up the gold grind. All right, so how does this gold grind work? All right, so when the programmers made Dragon Warrior, they took into account the fact that there were 7 treasures in Tantagel Castle. The 3 in the treasury, and the 3 in the throne room, and the 4 in the treasury. Never thinking that anybody would ever recheck the treasury, they only made spot in the ROM for 7 open treasure chests. Well, the funny thing is if you die after opening a chest, or 2 or 3, Lavkian's also looks like he's going to take an intentional death. So right now Lavkian has 5 open chests from the mountain cave. So you go to the throne room with a death, that makes 8. So the next treasure chest you open will automatically regenerate, because the game can't mark it as open because it doesn't have the memory space to mark that treasure chest as open. So if there's a gold chest in the treasury, which there is, you can just keep opening that treasure chest ad nauseum until you get enough money to get whatever it is you want. In this case, they are grinding for the silver shield. Good old 8-bit games not having enough memory. Gotta love it. And Ryu Seishin beelining it back to Garanham, where he will buy his silver shield. And it looks like Lavkian has his, and where is he going to grind to? Okay, just a couple more. Alright, so Ryu is being trolled by an NPC. Now it looks like he's probably going to head back into that cave to check out the rest of that other continent. Alright, Lavkian is going to cast Repel. Head down to... Nope, he's just going to make a left-hand turn at Cole. And I think this is Hawk's Nest he's about ready to go into, I think. Or he's not going to go into Hawk's Nest. And it looks like Ryu finding that the second continent is indeed a bust. It only has Cantlin and the mountain cave on it. So he's got to go elsewhere to find his mountain cave, or Grave of Garanham, which has the stones, and his Silver Harp, well, the Staff of Rain cave, where he can trade in his Silver Harp for Staff of Rain. Oh, it looks okay. Makes sense. He went to get his Silver Shield first, and now he's going to head back to Hawksness and take on the Blue Dragon. And Ryusation finds his Silver Harp cave. So he will trade in his Silver Harp for the Staff of Rain. Alright, so now once Ryu finds the mountain cave, he will have all 3 ingredients to make the rainbow drop. Ryu coming back across Rumeldar. He'll probably take a stop at the inn here. Nice MP increase to level 11. Still no heal more. Alright, now Lavkian gonna go try this Blue Dragon yet again. Oh, it looks like he's just gonna try bludgeon the Blue Dragon here. Oh yeah, something else I neglected to mention when it came to the Erdrick's armor being broken, being one of the most broken armors ever to exist in NES gaming. It heals 1 HP for every step you take. Ooh, and Lavkian cannot bludgeon the Blue Dragon. He attacked too much. I'm a little surprised he didn't try hurt more strats. Omega Falf, this is a regular rando. This is not Chaos Mode. Alright, Lavkian. Blue Dragon, round 3. Fight! Ooh, another dodge from a Blue Dragon. And Lavkian goes for the YOLO hurt more and does not get it. Blue Dragon wins round 3. Blue Dragon 3. Lavkian 0. Two Gun Sabo is asking, what is the difference between Chaos Mode and regular mode? Well, as you can see, this is regular mode. Chaos Mode adds some fun little randomizations to it, such as full and complete randomization of enemy stats. You may have a red slime with 120 HP that casts Hurt More with 255 agility. You may have a red dragon with 5 HP, 1 strength, and 0 agility. Oh, it also randomizes experience values too. So that tough as nails red slime could give you 25 experience, while that soft as wet toilet paper red dragon could give you 255. As I think somebody put it very well in the chat earlier, Chaos Mode can give you a 45-minute seed or a 45-minute first kill. Meanwhile, Ryusation picking up the Stones of Sunlight from the Mountain Cave and will now go get his Rainbow Drop from the Jerk in the basement of Tanjil Castle. Why do we call him the Jerk? Well, if you approach him without the 3 items to make the rainbow drop, he will say, bye, and kick you out of the cave, literally. Can you get soft locked in a mode like that near Earth? You absolutely can. One of the most common soft locks that occur in the game is if you have the swamp cave in the basement of Tantegel Castle, and Breckenary on the other side of said swamp cave, and Sharlock on the other side of said swamp cave. So if you put on the Death Necklace to boost your attack power and die, you're not getting back to Sharlock. We did have a quasi, quote-unquote, quasi-soft lock in a seed in the Chaos mode tournament when it was about 3.5 hours in. One of our runners was at level 24. Dragon Lord 2 had Sleep and an insanely high resistance to Stop Spell. So that was, yeah. I don't know. You'd have to ask McGrew. McGrew creates this, and he knows the code a lot better than I do. I'm guessing it's because the cursed guy has some sort of fixed some value or something or other. I don't know. And Ryu gets sent back to start by an Arbor Knight. Alright, it looks like Ryu is headed back to Hawksnest. It looks like he's going to set up his grind in Hawksnest, probably on the Blue Dragon. Meanwhile, Levkian has found some Axe Knights here and is choosing to grind on them a little bit. Levkian reaching level 12. Let's see what we have here. Power by 1. Oh, this is... Well, at least you get 8 MP, I suppose. Maybe? Yeah. So, the Blue Dragon here, 1 hurt more and 2 attacks takes it out. Now, the only problem, the only issue with grinding here on these Blue Dragons right now is that you have no heal more. You have to rely on herb healing. Herb healing. Herb healing? Whatever. So this really essentially makes it you can only fight this dude once, twice, or 3 times before you have to go restock up on herbs. Kind of annoying. Levkian going back to fight. No, never mind. Hey, at least I don't have to say wed whizwobes. So Ryu grinding his way on Blue Dragons. Now, what is he looking for when it comes to this grind? So, in order to do relatively solid damage to the Dragon Lord, you want your attack power to be at minimum 130-ish. Which generally, which means that as long as you have Erdrick Sword, you want your strength to be 90. Because Erdrick Sword adds 40 to that to get your attack power. So you're looking for 90 strength. You're looking for at least 97 HP. Why 97 HP? Now the maximum damage that Dragon Lord can do with his Fire Breath is 48 with Erdrick's armor. So 2 of those, 48 plus 48 is 96. By having 97, you are guaranteed 1 attack for every heal more that you do to yourself. But in order to do that, you also want the MP to withstand X number of attacks. So it's a dancing game you have to play with between your attack power and your MP. And, oh, by the way, you also have to have heal more. So, from what I can tell, at level, I think Ryu's at level 11, maybe he got to 12 when I wasn't looking. He has 80 HP and 65-ish MP. For level 12, okay, level 12, those are pretty low rolls. So we're looking at a decent grind here. So settle in, grab some popcorn, go to the bathroom if you gotta go to the bathroom, grab a drink, and then come on back, because once you're done with all that, the grind will be over, and then we'll be able to kind of sort of, finish off this seed. But Levkin still needs to find his Erdrick's token, which means he still needs to get his butt back in Hawk's Nest. But it looks like he's going to try sleep strats to grind on the stone men here in the swamp cave. Ryu stocking back up on herbs, before going back into Hawk's Nest, and it looks like we're going to have a princess rescue. Princess Gwaelin embraces thee. I'm so happy. Levkin going to take the princess back to her father. All right, so what does rescuing the princess do to this game? Well, it gives you what we call the GPS, the Gwaelin Positioning System. Gwaelin basically acts as a compass. She will give you her gift of Gwaelin's love. And what Gwaelin's love does is, if you use Gwaelin's love on the overworld, it will tell you where you are in relation to the castle and your experience to the next level. The experience to the next level thing, really handy in chaos mode. But right now, Levkin's going to use Gwaelin's love for its intended use, which is finding the overworld item, which we know is going to be the fairy flute, which means he's going to be like, great, I need to go kill a blue dragon. So he needs to go 5 more north and a little bit more west. So 2 north, 2 left, and he should have, or 3 left. Oop, did he go 1 too many? Nope, there it is. There is the fairy flute. And Levkin's like, yay, I got the fairy flute. All right, so it looks like Levkin has actually got this golem in a nice sleep lock and is going to get the golem's 255 experience. That's a really nice kill there for Levkin, who is still looking for, well, his Staff of Rain cave, and he is also looking for, now, he has to know that the token is in Hawk's Nest. Levkin getting a little bit of extra gold out of the treasury so he can go buy more herbs. Levkin finding an Axe Knight, which I would imagine he will hurt more. Zap! So right about now, the only difference between these runners is the fact that Levkin doesn't have the Staff of Rain nor the Erdrick's token. Ryu has both, but they have very similar experience counts otherwise. Lavkian casting Return, and we'll head... Alright, where's he going now? Is he going back to his Axe Knight place to grind some Axe Knights? Ooh, so Axe Knights have Heal More and DL2 Breath. That's a fun combo! Ryu going back into Hawk's Nest to grind on the Blue Dragons. Firelight, I believe the Staff of Rain Cave is, well, right there. Ryu offing a Spectre. You know, I believe between both screens, we've also only found one Metal Slime. And right now, some Metal Slimes would be very welcome to both of our runners. Oh, and I missed that. Quick status check on Lavkian's side. I was watching the screen that popped up and went away. Like, really? Man, you gotta give the commentator some love here. How did I know where the staff was when Ryu was the first to grab it? Because Lavkian actually found that cave earlier and forgot he had the harp. And I appreciate the 0 low, Greenleaf. I very much appreciate that. And Pyrolate managed to catch a quick glimpse of strength, and his strength apparently is at 58 at level 12. Yeah, this is going to be a... this is going to be a bit of a grind, ladies and gentlemen. You know, at this point, I'm a little surprised that Ryu doesn't at least take a look into the first level of Sherlock to see what the first level of Sherlock has. This Blue Dragon without Heal Mores is a pain in the rectum. At least with the first floor of Sherlock, you have Rimuldar right there. So, pop into the first floor of Sherlock, see if maybe you can grind some on the first floor, and then pop into Rimuldar to heal as necessary. And oh god, that was a terrible level 13. 0 power, 0 HP, they need both. Is Lavkian gonna go try to grind on those stonemen, maybe? Meanwhile, the Blue Dragon is kind of sort of acting like he's in chaos mode, not being affected by very many hurt mores at all, except for those 2 in a row. And Lavkian showing why we call him the jerk. Lavkian versus Blue Dragon. Round 4. Fight! Alright, and we have Lavkian again trying the brute force strats. Got a bit of higher defense though, so the Blue Dragon's now only doing 15 to 20 damage. Can Lavkian take out the blue dragon on his 4th attempt? Alright, here comes the Hurtmore. Oh, he gets him on his last attack! And Lavkian will finally get his Erdrick's token! Alright, so Lavkian is now going to head... Where? Wolfman 2000, I do not believe the princess's love can be thrown away. It hurt her feelings. Lavkian stocking up on herbs and a few torches. Now there's a song by the Police that comes into mind. Alright, so Lavkian is headed... Wait, where's he going? He's going to the swamp cave. You gonna go grind on those stone men? Yeah, looks like Lavkian is going to go choose to grind on the stone men. A good thing is that they are susceptible to... As if they wake up, they can cast sleep on you and pummel you. And there's the sleep. Alright, so the blue dragon here. One more, and I believe he will get to level 14. And of course, that Hurtmore has no effect. Of course it doesn't. Zelda gave her permission, Jiggly, saying this is a perfectly acceptable use. And the stone man does sleep kill Lavkian. Alright, so Ryu is now loaded up on herbs, loaded up on HP, loaded up on MP. He's gonna go kill his blue dragon level 14. And Spectre casts Sleep. And Spectre has Baby Breath. This is an annoying Spectre. And it looks like Lavkian has found some Axonites again, so he's going to try grinding on the Axonites. Meanwhile, chat is, getting in on the puns, which all I can say is, ooh. And if Ryu takes down this armored knight, he will get to level 14. So let's see what we have here in level 14. We have 5 power, 5 speed, 1 hit point, 10 MP. All right, so we're slowly but surely we're getting there. Still no hurt heal more though. So the next level for Ryu will occur at 7,500 experience. So he's about 1,700 experience away. So about roughly 11 blue dragons, 10 or 11. Boo. I'm booing chat. Boo. Hey, Almacia. Sleepmore doesn't exist in this game. Let's keep the puns on topic, people. Thou art dead. Alright, so what do we have coming up next here on the Randomania Marathon? We have Will Bloodworth doing Final Fantasy Randomizer. But even more impressive than Final Fantasy Randomizer, which is an impressive game in and of itself, Will Bloodworth is going to do a solo thief run in Final Fantasy Rando. Will, of course, is famous for doing the solo thief run in the post-tournament extra exhibition race, and he's bringing it back for the Randomania Marathon. So, if you like the bit of trolliness that this game is giving to our runners, just wait. We're upping the troll level exponentially as soon as this is done. And then after that, it looks like at 2:45 a.m. Eastern Time, so after Will Bloodworth's run, Final Fantasy Randomizer, we have Meowth running La Mulana. After La Mulana, we have Dude running Castlevania 2 Rando at 8:50 a.m. tomorrow morning, Eastern Time, of course. And then after the Castlevania 2 Rando, we have High Spirits doing a back-to-back Dragon Warrior 2 and Dragon Warrior 3 Rando, which will roughly take up most of tomorrow afternoon. Pyrotic Tiger, did Will do something wrong? No, he actually submitted that on his own volition. Ryu finally seeming to get some traction here with this blue dragon a little bit. Only roughly about 1,000 experience points away from his next level. And if you notice, this experience gap here between Ryu and Lavkian is slowly increasing. Lavkian looks like he's found a place for Axe Knights. Let's see how many of these Axe Knights he can get. And the blue dragon sends Ryusation back to start again. Lafkian finding another X Knight, while Ryu is finding more herbs to go buy in coal. And getting trolled by an NPC while doing so. One more, there we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so, given that this is a Randomania marathon, and given that we're doing nothing here but grinding, what run in this marathon y'all looking forward to the most? Let's get some answers here in chat, and then I will give my answer in a couple minutes. So what do we have in chat here from this? Well, we have Greenleaf saying, whatever is going to torture Crim, so that's going to be Zelda 1, because that's what Crimson Avix is running tomorrow night. Wolflong wants to see La Mulana. Almasi wants to see Phantasy Star 2. Mondog says Final Fantasy 6. DJ Wee saying Super Mario Brothers 2. DWS Gatewalker says Llama Llama. Epic Fingerprint wants to see DW 2 and 3. Lily Wright saying Golf. Another Golf by Dwedit. Legacy of the Wizard from Pyrelight. Nora saying SMRPG. Rubel saying, wait a minute, there's a La Mulana Rando. There is La Mulana. It is coming up after Will Bloodworth's Thief Run. Alright, so personally, I'm kind of looking forward to 2 randomizers. The first one I'm looking forward to is Dragon Warrior 4. Dragon Warrior 4 is one of my all-time favorite games, and I love playing the randomizer. I love watching the randomizer. So I'm very much looking forward to Countess's run of Dragon Warrior 4. The other run I'm looking forward to was a randomizer I also did not know existed, and that is the Chrono Trigger Marathon. The Chrono Trigger Randomizer, which is going to be run by Drunken Draconian and Almagus. That's going to be, real early Monday morning, but I'm looking forward to that one very much. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know much about it, so I'm looking forward to that. Epic Fingerprint. Anyone randomizing Mystic Quest? Abyssinium has randomized Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, and it is on the last day of the marathon, Saturday, March 31st at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And at level 15, we finally have Heal More. Yay! Alright, so Lavkian still looks to be hunting around for his Axe Knights, while Ryusation is slowly building up that experience lead here over Lavkian. Lafkian roughly 600 experience away from his level 15, whereas Ryu needs to get to 9750 for his next level. So he's still 1600 away. So that MP is finally starting to get to the level where, all right, 89, not bad. You know, maybe one more casting of Heal More to feel comfortable against Dragon Lord. HP, not quite. Strength, no. Looks like Lafkin needs 4 more Axe Knight kills in order to get to level 15. Alright, Ryu going back to grind on his blue dragons, which should now go exponentially quicker now that he has Heal More. Killy Papa, I hope I'm saying that right. What's considered to be the minimum strength? Generally speaking, we consider 90 to be the minimum strength. The reason why we consider 90 to be minimum strength is because that means your attack power then is 130. Why 130? Well, all right, so take the last 2 digits of 130, 30. Divide that by 2, 15. 15 is the upper limit of your damage to the Dragon Lord. Divide that again by 2 and round down. You get 7. So you'll be doing on average 7 to 15 damage. Well, you'll be doing 7 to 15 damage for an average of 11 per attack on Dragon Lord 2. Okay? Assuming your HP is at a level where you're going to get 1 attack per Heal More, that means roughly you need 13, 14, 15 attacks, give or take some, to kill the Dragon Lord 2. Now, if your HP is at a right level, you can assume you're going to get some double hits, so you need a few less, MP, but generally speaking, you want at least 130 attack power and at least 12 casts of Heal More. That's pretty much the bare minimum. Ryusation is, I believe, four blue dragon kills away from leveling up, and it looks like Lafkin is going to join Ryusation in grinding on the blue dragons. Alright, so we have side-by-side grinding. We have grinding here. So again, they're looking for stats at this point. They have everything they need to beat the Dragon Lord. So now they're just looking for 90 strength and hopefully enough HP and MP to consider it a good fight for the Dragon Lord. So on average, give or take, Lavkian is running about 1,000 experience points behind Ryu. And he's been at 1,000 experience behind for, I don't know, I'd say about a half an hour now. So even though they had two different early-ish grind strategies with Ryu grinding against the blue dragons, Lavkian found a spot to get Axe Knights. And apparently they yielded relatively equal experience, since Lavkian is staying right around 1,000 experience points behind, give or take. So it's highly likely at this point, barring some RNG miracles, that Ryu will enter Sharlock first, probably by 5 or 10 minutes. Probably by 5-ish minutes, give or take. Which is substantial, but certainly not, not a sure thing, especially if he gets poor RNG on the Dragon Lord fight. Alright, so one more level here, or one more dragon kill for Ryusation, and we will see what level 16 brings. Hefe, from what we've seen... Oh, wait, I'll explain in a second. Let's see what level 16 has brought Ryusation. We have... no strength. Oh, that is a terrible level. Level 17. Here we come. Alright, so is this the best option? Well, we've seen the other grind spot in the Swamp Cave be a Stone Man. Stone Men have sleep. That's a problem. So, Stone Man grind, not going to happen. We have not seen the first floor of Sharlock yet. We don't know if the first floor of Sharlock has Axe Knights. That would be a better grind. Yeah. This is the best grind spot they've had before. Rubel, can you refight the bosses in the original game? Yes. Yes, you can. And it is an Axe Knight here in Hawksness. How close are we to the end? Near Earth, it all depends on when these guys get their stats. It could be the next level, which for Ryusation happens at 12,000 experience. So that's what? 2,000-ish experience away, so that's 11-ish blue dragons. So, what are we looking at here? We are probably 10 to 15 minutes away from going into the final dungeon, give or take again. Rubel, stat gains per level are tied to the seed. Okay, but do keep in mind that both of these runners have different names. The letter F means that the stat gains are boosted for strength and agility. Ryu is using the capital letter Z, which, okay, let's see, 64 strength. That is brutal. Oh my goodness. 64 strength at level 16 is extraordinarily low. Anyways, Ryu is using the letter Z, which means strength and HP are the favored stat gains. So, at the similar levels, Lavkian and Ryu will have the exact same strength. However, at similar levels, Lavkian will have higher agility, but lower HP. Ryu will have higher HP, but lower agility. Agility affects running chances and affects defense. So, when it comes time to fight the Dragon Lord and dive Sharlock, Lavkian will have a better chance to run, whereas so he could get to Dragon Lord 1 and 2 with 1 or 2 heal mores extra, as opposed to Ryu, who will have less of a chance to run but can tank more damage. Yeah, and as Wolfman sarcastically asks in chat, are you sure Z is a strength booster? Yes. Yes, I am. So is F. Can you imagine what their strength would be like without the booster? I don't wanna. Yep, Pyrolite is mentioning in chat that there are 4 build types, although you very, very rarely see Agility MP or MP HP. Alright. Levkin getting his level 16, and he's like, that level sucked. Levkin getting a Kaishin no Ichigeki, aka excellent move on the blue dragon. Reusation is a roughly, let's see, 11.6. Next level is 12,000, so I think he is 2. Yep, he will be 2 blue dragons away from his next level. And just in case you're curious, after 12,000 comes 14,000. So everybody right now is hoping and praying that there is a large strength growth incoming. Alright, so Ryu's going back on the blue dragon grind. 2 blue dragons away from his level 17. Y'all have to wait on the Agama facts. The Agama facts can happen when Will Bloodworth does his Final Fantasy Rando coming up next. Here on Randomania. For now, you'll have to settle for this blue dragon grind. Alright, so Reusation now 1 dragon kill away from level 17. Is this going to be the god level? Or is this going to be a level where Ryu's like, alright, level 18 incoming. So, Ryu has 64 strength. So in order for, this really to be a consideration for the Dragon Lord, you're probably looking at you have to get a 26 strength gain. Here we go. Let's see what we get here. Oh, he's just short. 23. That's a huge level. I think he's got to go one more. He's got to go one more. But at least now the flat bashing of the blue dragon should become now the stated, well, the preferred method. Because now that strength, now you can get rid of these blue dragons probably with 3 attacks. No, and Sports Cafe bringing it up in chat is absolutely right. 87 strength with 97 MP isn't doable. That's too low of a strength for that MP total. Now, because that is, all right, so we have 88, 96. So that's 12 heal mores. Given that strength, it's not happening. And he just barely has enough HP to begin with. So, we're probably looking at another level, possibly even 2. Very ill-timed death on Ryu Saishin's side. Gonna allow Lavkian back in the game a little bit here. Now, granted, there is still an experience difference here. There is still, I think, a 700, 800 experience difference. But Lavkian is starting to close the gap a little bit. Nope, the gap is still 1,000. My bad. Alright, so Lavkian now down to 3 Blue Dragon kills before his level 17 pickup. And Ryu Saishin is grinding up toward level 18, which is 14,250. Wells in chat looking forward to the Minesweeper rando. Wait, what? Minesweeper? Okay, I'll take it. I'll allow it. Ooh, Ryu getting 2 excellent moves in a row to down a Blue Dragon. Meanwhile, Lavkian getting his mega level here at level 17, noticing he doesn't have enough either. His attack power is 129, his strength is 87. He just doesn't have the MP. He's thinking about it. He probably doesn't have the MP to take care of it. And he begrudgingly goes back to the grind. But do notice one big difference here. Look at the damage the Blue Dragon is doing to Lavkian versus the damage the Blue Dragon is doing to Ryu. Lavkian is getting close to what we call defense breaking a Blue Dragon, which means the Blue Dragon is now starting to do dramatically less damage to Lavkian as to Ryu. So Lavkian is going to work. Lavkian's going to be able to work on this grind a little longer than Ryu can. This is where that agility part of his build is coming into play. Ryu Saishin getting an armored knight as he steps away from the spot. Not a bad thing to get. Theron Burgundy, what's Lavkin's agility at 17? 103. And we have level 18 here on Ryu's side. No strength. Nothing. Level 18 is a zonk. Up to level 19 we go. Level 19 occurs at 16,500. Wah, 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 wah. You could hear that playing in Ryu Saishin's head. Maybe he actually did that little noise outside. How much experience to level 19? 16,500. And then every 3,000 from there. So, settle in, grab some popcorn, grab an adult drink if you're of age. Jiggly's saying, how long will this drag on? I mean, honestly, it is hard to exactly say. But each level from here on in is going to take 5 minutes, give or take. You know, 5 to 10 minutes for every level. And then the Sherlock dive is roughly 10 minutes-ish, give or take, depending on how that goes. So, I mean, we could be done in 15 minutes, or it could still take a half an hour to be done. It's all dependent on when we get these stats at this point. Oh, we have a Will Bloodworth sighting. He's coming up next with his Final Fantasy Rando run. All thieves, solo thief. This'll be a fun one. But right now, we have to get through this. Hey, Will, is it a solo thief run you're doing, or is it an all thieves or 4 thieves run you're doing? You're just doing it solo. He is doing the solo thief, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be fun. That is going to be such a fun thing to watch coming up next. Alright. So it looks like Ryu is now roughly 3? Yep. 3 blue dragon kills away from his next level. If level 19 isn't enough, I will sing that Lamb Chop song. So look out. Two more dragons. For Lavkian. One more blue dragon. Is this the level we will get a Sherlock dive? Or do we have to listen to my singing the Lamb Chop song while we grind to level 20? Alright, what do we have here? We have 4 power, 4 speed, 6 and 6. This should do it. 91 strength, 104 HP, 104 MP. Yeah, I think that's enough. I think he's gonna try the dive. The grind has Elf Guard shall soon be at peace. So now Ryu starts his trek to Charlotte Castle, and boy, Lafkian's right behind him. Lafkian has caught up. So at this point, this could very well come down to RNG with the Charlotte dive. All right, and here's Lavkian's level 19, which should be enough. And also keep in mind, he has enough for return. So that's going to give him a bit of a step up over Ryu as well. A little surprised he's not auto-casting return at this point. Is he going to do the same thing and go to Cole? Oh, here we go. There's Repel. Okay. All right, so we have Ryu Seishin entering Charlotte at 138.06. Oh, wait, what? Is Lavkian going back in for another level? Look at his HP. His HP is only 96. He doesn't have enough HP. This is where the grinds differ. Has made a huge difference. Lavkian on average should be able to take down. It's not by no means a guaranteed. By no means is this guaranteed, but Ryu should be able to take down the Dragon Lord, whereas Lavkian can't even fight him yet. Hey, level 19 was good enough for Ryu. I ain't singing. Maybe. Yeah, the problem with 96 HP max is the maximum damage that Dragon Lord can do with his Dragon Breath is 48. Okay? Dragon Lord will do 42, 46, 42, 44, 46, or 48 damage. Period. End of story. 96 is 2 Dragon Lord breaths at 48, which means it's entirely possible that you go 1-for-1 heal more versus Dragon Breath without an attack in between. And that's just that's not a recipe for success at all. Ryu, meanwhile, having a hero's dive through Charlotte Castle, barely getting any encounters. Certainly doesn't have enough HP to go grab the death necklace that is here in the treasury, or, well, it's here in Charlotte somewhere, since we haven't seen it yet. So Lavkian is looking for 19,500. Lord of the Synth, he can't fight the Dragon Lord. He only has 96 HP. He doesn't have the minimum HP to go fight the Dragon Lord. All right, so it looks like Ryu is probably going to be able to get in here with 104 MP. So that is That is 13 heal mores. And yes, I was counting on my fingers if you heard that. All right, so what we have as the boss here, we have an Axe Knight as the boss. Ooh, Kaishin no Ichigeki! Ryu taking out the Axe Knight with one hit. That's big. Ryu is, to be honest, this is a marginal fight, Lord. Lord of the Synth, this is marginal. Thou art a fool. Alright, so we have Ryu Saishin. Oh, gets the stop spell roll. And an attack. That's a great Dragon Lord 1 fight here that Ryu Saishin has gotten. So, let's see what we have here for Dragon Lord 1. Or 2. 12. We want big rolls here. The bigger the rolls, the better the chances are. We have 24. We have 37 on Ryu's side. Oh no, it's a miss menu! He cast Hurt More! Ryu has died! To the Dragon Lord on a miss menu! Meanwhile, Lavkin is 2 dragon kill. Oh no, he's a little more than that. 3 dragon kills away from getting to his level 20, which should be enough. All right, Lavkin needs 2 more dragons to get to level 20. Yeah, Lavkin is absolutely damage broken these blue dragons at this point. All right, 1 more blue dragon. Let's see what this level 20 does. All right, here is level 20 for Lavkin. We have power increases by 2, response speed, hit points by 33. I think Lavkin can now go and fight the Dragon Lord. He is just short of Death Necklace, which he doesn't have, HP. But he has certainly, I'm not going to say this is an absolute free gimme here for Lavkin, but this is as close as you're going to get. And Ryu is still, it can still go bad for Ryu. Lavkin has a much less chance for this to go bad at this point. So, if Ryu does not take down the Dragon Lord here on this dive, the chances are very, very good that Lavkin will come from behind to win this race. Heck, even if RNG decides to screw over Ryu here and Lavkin has a hero dive, I'm not going to say anybody's game. Ryu definitely has an advantage, but Lavkin can still take this. Now, the good news is this Charlock seems to be relatively easy for both of our runners. This wizard is annoying, but nothing else for Ryu. Same with this green dragon here on Lavkin's side. We had a couple of red dragons earlier, Pyrolite, but they really haven't populated. All right, Ryu has reached the bottom floor. It looks like Lavkian is getting the worst RNG as far as encounters go. Ryu definitely having a, more encounter-free Sherlock dive. So this this Axe Knight here. Oh, another excellent move! And Ryu takes down the Axe Knight in one hit again. All right, round 2. Ryu versus Dragon Lord. Another stop spell from the Dragon Lord 1. Ooh, it's a hurt more in. And an attack. So what is Ryu to do? He's going to use an herb to fend off an attack. He's going to use another herb. And Dragon Lord cast stop spell. So a little bit longer of a Dragon Lord 1 fight, but he goes into the Dragon Lord 2 fight with full health. Oh, a sneak attack by Dragon Lord 2. That's not a good way to start. Ooh, neither is that roll of 7. Or that roll of 9. Ooh, were you taking a gamble here? And the gamble pays off. He gets a double attack. Boy, that was a gamble. A fire breath there could have very easily ended Ryu's run. Meanwhile, Lavkian is coming down the pike just to fight Dragon Lord 1 as well. Looks like Ryu's gotten a couple of good rolls here. Alright, Lavkian coming across the Axe Knight, which he is absolutely damage broken. And he decides to cast a Hurt More, just to get him out of the way. Ryu's steadily taking down the Dragon Lord. I think he's done enough damage that Ryu should be in good shape. As long as he doesn't miss menu again. Yeah, you can see he's being very deliberate with his menuing now. I'm not saying it's slow, but you can tell just that little bit of a pause before hitting the A button. Lavkian taking down Dragon Lord 1 and now has reached Dragon Lord 2, but I think unfortunately it will wind up being too little too late. I think. Alright, Ryu is down to one more heal more. Oh, that's not good. Ryu is down to now 2 or 3 attacks. Will the Dragon Lord die? Oh boy, this is it. This is Ryu's last attack. Does he have it? Yes! Last attack! Ryu takes down Dragon Lord 2 with the last attack and will win this race. Ryusation with a last-minute kill has taken down the Dragon Lord. And ladies and gentlemen, get out your GGs. Ryusation has finished in first place in this race with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 50 minutes, and 52 seconds. GG to Ryu. So while we are waiting for Ryusation to join us here, do keep in mind that, well, number one, thank you, Wolfman2000, for the restream here. Thank you to Dude for the wonderful tracking job he did. And make sure you go follow our runners, Lavkin and Ryusation, who put on an excellent race for us tonight. And with that dang, we do have Ryusation joining us right as Lavkian.Duns. GG, my friend. Well done.
Oh, wow. That was close.
Ryusation joining us right as Lavkian.Duns. Yeah, it really was. It really was close. Pretty much the major difference at the end came down to build. You had the strength HP build. Lavkian had the strength agility build. Lavkian had to go to level 20. And with that, I believe we have Lavkian joining us.
Uh-oh, he's a chipmunk again.
He does sound like a chipmunk. Gotta love Discord being Discord. Anyways, Ryu, your thoughts on the seed?
That's not Discord. That's Windows 10.
Oh, and there is Lavkian. Good job, Lavkian. Nicely done.
Thank you. Congrats, Ryu. Wow, that must have been pretty intense on the final call there.
It was quite the final call. I mean, you guys were in Sherlock right behind each other. It was kind of ridiculous with Ryu taking out Dragonlord 1 on literally his last attack, or Dragonlord 2 on his last attack.
Oh, wow. Ryu, did you go at 19?
Yeah, I went with the strength HP build. My thoughts on that seed is, where was the strength and where was the HP?
Yeah, the HP was really bad, and Healmore coming so late. Where did you grind before Healmore?
I just ground out on blue dragons and just used herbs and kept going back to coal, bought more herbs, went back in until finally I got Healmore, and then was just using Healmores occasionally with hurt mores and a physical hit until finally actually damage broke him to where I could just physical hit him and didn't really have to care and just use Healmores.
I'm impressed. I didn't feel safe doing that at any point before I got Healmore, so I was grinding on Axe Knights in the wild, and I thought that because doing that, it was taking like 10 minutes per level. I think I spent like 10 minutes from like level 12, 13, 14, and I was like, well, basically I'm either way, way, way behind, or I somehow got really, really far ahead because of the conditions of the seed. But yeah, good GG, good job getting the blue dragons before I did. I did not feel safe doing that.
Yeah, so about the whole dual grind thing, the experience difference between the two of you stayed rather remarkably consistent while you were grinding on those Axe Knights, while Ryu was grinding on the blue dragons. Rev was operating at about, a 1,000-ish experience deficit for a pretty good chunk of the seed, and that stayed consistent right up until the end when Lavkian, you damage broke the blue dragons first. So once you did that, you really started to catch up.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I've been taking strength agility, because that's happened more than once in practice races I've done, especially when you're able to get the silver shield, which is another reason why, even though I knew that the token was the only thing that could have been in Mountain Cave. Ryu, did you go into Mountain Cave? It wasn't required.
Yeah, I actually found Mountain Cave prior to finding... I think I found that prior to finding Hawksness or finding Garenham. I know if Garenham came very late for me.
Yeah, you had the token well before Lavkian did, but Lavkian had the stones well before you did.
Yeah, and so basically, when I found the Mountain Cave, I knew that the only item that could be in there would be the token, and the chances were pretty low. But I cleared it out anyway because I knew I could do a gold grind and get a silver shield, and I wanted to take advantage of the higher agility that I was going to get. But I also, I gotta say, and this is going to stick in my craw for a little bit here, I walked out, and I didn't realize it until later. I walked out of the shrine cave without giving the staff, or without getting the staff, even though we started with the silver harp. I forgot about that until later. And I think if I would have remembered that, that cost me at least 3 or 4 minutes just going back there to get it. So that one stinks a little bit.
Yeah, thankfully you didn't turn in the harp and walk out. Otherwise,
that would have been a soft lock. Yeah. Yeah, I thought about that at the very beginning of the seed. It's so funny. Like as soon as I picked up silver harp, I was like, "Oh, a soft lock seed," and I made a note of that in my head. But I just forgot. Once we found the shrine, I forgot to turn it in, and I think if I had done that, there would have been a chance. But it's really cool that it was so close, regardless. Especially given that we did 2 different grind strats.
And I was actually on. I had actually faced Dragonlord 2 prior to the attempt when I killed him, but got input eaten because Dragon Warrior loves to eat them inputs, and so I ended up hurt mooring him, which of course that didn't work, and he swiftly sent me right back to the castle.
Oh, that sucks. How much HP did you have at 19?
104.
Yeah, I had 96. I was really hoping like if 18, I was really hoping 18 was going to give me 7 hit points, and it gave me 1. And then, I think it was 19 gave me 5. And I didn't want to take that chance. And then it was like level 20. I would have loved to see what level 20 gave for you. Level 20 gave me 33 hit points. So probably would have given you almost 40.
Yeah, I had found the death necklace. I was sitting there looking at the HP gains. I'm like, yeah, no, Death Necklace ain't happening. I should have picked up the Fighter's Ring, which I guess I was engraved maybe at the top 3 chests. I only picked up the first one because it was stones and just booked it out of there. Yeah,
I think it was engraved. I don't remember exactly where it was, but I found it fairly early on. I feel like I found it fairly early on anyway.
Okay, yeah, Grave was the last thing I found there. I found Hawk's Nest fairly early on, and Hurtmore was pretty quick, so I noted Hawk's. I was like, okay, Blue Dragons, good grind spot, and then found Swamp, checked it, saw what it was, noped out of there, and I had considered grabbing the Princess, and I was like, wait, why do I need the Princess? I've got the armor, I've got the token, I don't need Princess, and then just outside it out of there.
Yeah, that was another thing I did. I did grab the Princess because I didn't think that I could kill the Blue Dragon, so I grabbed the Princess because I knew I also needed to walk back kind of northish to get to the shrine, but they ended up being in kind of opposite directions, so that also cost me a little bit of time. It was pretty unfortunate. I don't know. I just didn't. Yeah. Congratulations on being able to take down the Blue Dragons with just herbs, but I think I tried at least twice and just was never able to quite pull it off. So I didn't get the token until after Healmore.
Okay. And then I did go through Swamp, saw Cantlin, I walked down towards the Old Man, and again I was like, wait, why am I going to the Old Man? I don't need the coordinates. Went and bought herbs, healed, and then of course that was Mountain Cave. I was like, okay, let's see what we have in here. Found nothing. I was like, I'll just go ahead and die out, grab the gold, go get me a silver shield.
Yeah, that was as soon as I found Garenham, and I guess I never actually walked into Breckenary. I assumed it was Breckenary right next to it, but as soon as I found Garenham, I was like, oh, well then the back of Garenham either has Mountain Cave or the Swamp, and if it has a swamp, it's going to lead to Mountain Cave, and either way, I've got my gold glitch, so...
Yeah, and I had walked into Garenham. I actually ended up skipping that town, which had to have been Breckenary. So yeah, no love for Breckenary at all this time.
Yeah, we didn't even. I didn't go in. Once I saw Cantlin on the other side, I was like, oh, I thought I saw all the towns, and I was like, oh, Cantlin. So the other town must be Breckenary. There's even one point where I was walking back there to get the princess, I think. And I walked towards Breckenary, and I was like, no, wait, that's Breckenary. I don't need to go there. So neither of us ever actually walked in. That's so great.
Yeah, it was just absolutely no love for Breckenary. Didn't even get to be, just saw this tile on the map. That was it. That's as much got seen.
Complete ignorance.
All right, guys. So I think it's about time that we're going to head over to the Final Fantasy Randomizer. So thank you guys for a great race. Thank you guys for inviting me in to do this commentary for you guys. This was an amazing race. So well done. Good job to both of you. And I look forward to playing you guys in races in the future and racing with you guys and just having fun with you guys. So
I'm
thank you.
looking forward to the next Standard Flags tournament. I'm super looking forward to it.
Same. Look, I'm
Yeah,
looking
same
forward
here.
to that.
Same
All
here.
right, thanks for casting this. Thanks everyone else for helping on the back end and stuff.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I do want to say thank you to Wolfman2000 for streaming, to Dude for tracking for us tonight. Fantastic job. Right now, we're going to kick it over to Nora, who I believe is going to take over for the rehosting job. And we're going to kick it over to Will Bloodworth and his Final Fantasy Randomizer run. It's going to be a solo thief run. So, guys, this is going to be fun. And it looks like Joker MB is going to join Will Bloodworth in the commentator booth. So this is going to be a fun thing to listen to. Do be patient for a minute, guys, because we do have to go down as we switch restreamers from Wolfman to Nora. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am Z-Man 050778. Have a great rest of your night and enjoy the Solo Thief run coming up next.